How's it going, everybody? Let's give it up for everybody else that has gone so far. Gotta find my light. Let's give it up for Tiny Pizzas. What? Only one guy's gonna clap for Tiny Pizzas? You guys clearly have not tried the Tiny Pizzas here. They deserved a much warmer reception than was just given to them in the moments before. How are you guys feeling? Great? Where are all the ladies at? All the ladies, let me hear you say, hey. All the ladies now, let me hear you say, what? All the ladies, let me hear you go, Okay, alright, enough of that stuff. Although I would like to address the ladies to start off right now, just as a quick memo to girls. It is not cold in here. You are a girl. That's what's going on. Your body is telling you that it's cold in here, and your brain is telling you to confirm that with everybody else. But this is Southern California. It's never cold. You're just a girl. That's just what's going on with that. So, I have noticed a disturbing trend in my life recently that I wanted to talk about. The last 3 haircuts that I have received have been silent haircuts. Do you guys know what I mean by this? I don't mean that the person is cutting my hair at the start, but then I shut them down with curt responses and a contemplative look on my face that says, I need to work some stuff out while you style my hair. No, not that. I mean that the stylist, from the beginning of the transaction, is choosing to not speak to me. They're looking at me and going, there's something about this guy's facial expressions and his body language that does he want me to talk to him? Absolutely no. Or worse, they're looking at me and going, this guy got nothing to talk about. Bullshit. Bullshit. Sergio, you know me, I got plenty to talk about, right? Yeah. Plenty to talk about. Monday night, I stayed up until 3 o'clock in the morning. I drank orange juice straight from the container and I watched Beginners on DVD. Let's talk about it. Dog with subtitles, hated it. At the beginning of the movie, halfway through, laughed out loud at one of those subtitles. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about what happened to me as a man, you know, and a film lover. I got plenty to talk about. Last week when I was on my way to therapy, I passed a homeless woman who said this to me. Bagel today? 'Cause I'm trying to get me a bagel. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about what a peculiar thing that is to say to somebody. Let's also talk about why was that such an effective panhandle tactic to use on me? Because I almost gave that woman a $5 bill, okay? And we're in a recession, guys. I don't have $5 to be handing out willy-nilly like that. Bagel today? Question mark? Because I'm trying to get me a bagel. I just took my wallet out. Because I've never heard that before. Got plenty to talk about. I went on a first date recently. Let's talk about that. This woman is a casual acquaintance, friend of a friend. I picked her up in my 2008 Toyota Yaris. Drove her straight into the heart of Compton. The Watts Towers. Has anybody heard of the Watts Towers before? Cute idea for a first date, I thought. Right in the goddamn center of Compton. And I gave this woman no warning about this. I gave her no hint of our plans. Because I guess I don't give a fuck. You know? If some 26-year-old school teachers need to die so that I can live my life, that's what's going to happen. That's what those actions say. That was a couple of weeks ago, and now I'm in real trouble, everybody. because now, this weekend, I have a 4th date with this person. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, Joe, why is that bad? That doesn't sound bad, it sounds good, right? Sounds like the first 3 dates went well. She didn't get murdered on the first date. Here's why it's bad. I am not nearly as whimsical as I have made myself out to seem on these first 3 dates. Not by a long shot. Does anybody else here do this? When you first start dating somebody, you're all excited. I put all this thought and planning into the dates. I'm Googling stuff. That's not how I live my life. That's false pretenses. This is what we did on our 3rd date. This is 100% real. We went to this thing called Infant Core. Okay? It was in a weird place like this place, except it was in Echo Park. It was a bunch of fucking hipsters, and they put some yoga mats down on the ground, and then they hooked up an Xbox Kinect camera and pointed it at the yoga mats, and then they convinced other Echo Park hippie parents to bring their babies to this thing. They put the babies on the yoga mats, and based on the color of the babies' outfits and where the babies crawled, the cameras filmed the babies, sent signals to computers, which sent signals to a synthesizer, so that baby movement created music. How am I going to top that? How am I going to top that? In terms of whimsy, impossible to top. How did I even find out about that thing? You want to know something real? On the way here tonight, in my car, I listened to Phil Collins on CD. I don't like baby movement music. And then when we got done with that, we went to a vintage clothing store and tried on jackets. And then we went and got boba tea, like I'm the fucking male Zoe Deschanel. Now I don't know what to do. Today I Googled LA, quirky, romantic, weird stuff? No. That's a search term that yields no results. So now I'm like desperately calling all of my weirdest friends, going like, hey man, do you know if there's like a children's theater production of The Apartment happening this weekend? Is there any chance that the Echoplex is going to do like a ukulele-only tribute to Neutral Milk Hotel anytime soon? Do you know maybe there's like an old hospital downtown from the 20s and it looks just like it did in the 20s and you can use your Instagram in there, and next door there's a place where you can make your own gelato? I don't know, I'm running out of ideas. My backup plan right now is just a movie. Which is a step down, I think. How's adulthood going for you guys? Good. One person sadly clapping. Slowly, I think that your actions mean the opposite of what you want them to mean there. I've had enough. I've had enough. Some people here look young, so this might be a spoiler alert. It just keeps going. I did not realize that at the start, because when I was 21, I was like, I'm going to eat candy for dinner every night, drink until 4 o'clock in the morning, nobody can stop me. I was just excited about that aspect of it. 10 years later, gets old. Gets a little bit old. So now, what I'm actively trying to do is break into this secret level of adulthood that not everybody gets to go to. Like, I was thinking the other day, there's a guy somewhere right now who's like driving a Lamborghini around because one day he thought, fruit gushers is a good idea, I should tell to other people. Now he's done. Now he just gets to do all the fun stuff of adulthood. So I'm going to do that. And I find myself getting nostalgic for aspects of adulthood that I never thought I would get nostalgic for, or of childhood rather, that I never thought I would miss. Like, you know what I would really love to do right now? Worksheets. Remember worksheets? They were great. They were easy. They made you feel good about yourself. Get them done real fast. I was the kid in my class, so I'd be like the first one to get the worksheet done. They'd be like, ah, fuck you guys, I'm done with my worksheet. Because when you get your worksheet done, then what happens? You get time to draw. As an adult, you are never given time to draw. Like when I complete a task, I just have to move on to another task. Because there's an infinite number of tasks that I have to do. Just once, I would love for somebody to walk into my office and go, hey Joe, we noticed that you replied to 10 emails. Take the next 15 minutes to draw. Yeah, no, whatever you want. Batman? Yeah, go nuts. No guns. No guns, that's the only rule. Alright, that's it for me guys. Thanks a lot. My name's Joe Wengert.